A little east meets west in this sweet and savory Hawaiian style burger, perfect for grilling and your next picnic or potluck. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my outdoor kitchen. The reason I'm outside today is I talked to my kids and I asked them, what should we make for lunch today? And they said, teriyaki burgers. So we'll be grilling those up today. So first we're gonna make some teriyaki sauce from scratch. Now, super simple, all you need is a couple ingredients. You totally could use the ones at the store, but those ones are a lot thinner and it doesn't really stick to the burger well. So I recommend you make your own. Let's get started. You'll need a pot and you can cook it over the grill. You can cook it out in your house as well, totally up to you. So into the pot, we're gonna add shoyu. Shoyu is soy sauce. You can find that in the Asian aisle at most grocery stores. If all else fails, Amazon. And then next you're gonna use mirin. Mirin is like a sweet wine cooking sauce that is common in Japanese ingredients. And then you'll use some sake, totally up to you what kind of sake you want to use. The one you like to drink probably would be a good one to add here. I'm not a sake connoisseur, so I wouldn't be able to tell you which one's the best one, but that goes well in here also. And then you'll want to add, of course, some brown sugar. I use golden brown, but you can use light or dark, totally up to you. The darker brown you go, the more like molasses flavor you get from it. So we'll add that in. Now, I like to start the base with just the sauce. I don't put in the aromatics till later. The reason being is because if you have extra, we're just gonna whisk that up. If you have extra, you can store it and it lasts longer. If you put the aromatics in ahead of time, they don't last as long. So whatever you don't use, you can totally put it in the fridge for later. So you'll mix that up. We'll want to reserve a couple of tablespoons of this mixture before we thicken it. We're gonna thicken it with some cornstarch, but we want to reserve some of this to go directly into the beef itself to give it more of that like umami flavor. So just a couple of tablespoons and we'll use that later. I'll show you how. Then all we'll have to do is start melting it down. And if you want, you can do the thickener in the beginning. I like to do it a little towards the end once this kind of thickens up. I'll show you in a bit. So cover it up, put it onto the grill, and it'll take 15 minutes or so to kind of heat it up. And while the teriyaki sauce is cooking, we'll go ahead and put the burgers together. So we got the teriyaki sauce going, we'll put together the burgers now. So I use ground beef 80-20. You can get a different variety if you want, but that's what I like to use. And that'll go into the bowl itself. Spillage. We'll put this off to the side. And then that teriyaki sauce that we reserved earlier, we'll go ahead and put that into the mix. That'll just give some of that flavor into the beef itself. We're gonna brush some over on as well later. And then I like to use some garlic salt and ground pepper. And of course, some onions. Sweet Maui onions are great, but if you can't find it, regular round yellow onions work as well. So the trick to cutting onions, I know I've showed you guys this before, but cut it in half down past the root itself. You want to keep some of that root intact to kind of hold it together. I have a very little piece here. You might want to leave more than that. So trim off the top, and then what we'll do is we'll cut it horizontally this way, and you'll just want to make a few cuts. Do not cut all the way through the root because then it's just going to all fall apart. So you just make a few layers like that. Be careful of your fingers. You'll want to use a sharp knife, and then you'll turn it and you'll want to cut this way. It'll start to kind of fray. Don't worry about it. Doesn't need to look pretty. You just want to kind of dice them up small into the burgers. My kids, they're not huge fans of like large chunks of onions, so that's why I try to dice it up as small as I can. Once you cut it that way, then you'll turn it back this way, trying to hold the edges together like this, and all you gotta do is cut it down. And then you've got those fine dice. Totally up to you how much you want to put. If you don't like onions, you can leave it out if you want. Once you get towards the end, you can flip it over if you're finding it starting to fall over and cut it that way. Try to keep your fingers safe as best you can. And you'll want to put these diced onions into the hamburger mix. Let's try and mix that up first and see. We might need to add a little bit more, but you can totally use your hands, a spoon, whatever you want, but you just want to get all of that to mix together. The teriyaki sauce that we put in, as well as the garlic salt, the pepper, and the onion. Mix that until everything is well combined. Be careful not to over mix it because that'll make your beef tough, and you don't want tough burgers because that doesn't taste good. And as long as everything's kind of well mixed in, I think that's pretty good on the onions. If it wasn't for my kids, maybe I'd add a little bit more. So up to you. If you want to add more or less, you can. And pretty much when you get to this consistency here, you're good. And then all you have to do is shape the burgers. This is about 2 pounds of ground beef. Generally, I do about a 1/3 pound per burger. If you like them bigger, you like them smaller, you can. I washed my hands before we started, but what we can do is start to shape those burgers. A burger press if you'd like, but I don't have one of those. I like the rustic look of leaving it shaped with your hand. So anyway, you can kind of, I don't know, cut them in half so that you get a ballpark amount of how much you want, and then into thirds. Then you'll just take a scoop of that. So then all you want to do is make them like this. I like to make them a little bit higher than you normally would. They will shrink down. And a little trick when you're grilling it, if you put a little dent in the middle like that with just your thumb there, that'll help it from shrinking up on you. You can do it on both sides like that. Now that the teriyaki sauce has just started to boil and the sugars have started to melt, we'll put in the thickener. And for thickener, all you need is some cornstarch and some water. You can use potato starch if you want, or whatever other thickener you want. And then all you want to do is mix that up until it's combined. You don't want to stick it straight in like that, otherwise you'll have clumps. So you want to mix it with the water first. And then that goes in, that'll thicken it up real quick. Be careful, it's hot. I've done that one before. As you can see, it's boiling over here. So you're just gonna put the thickener in, and then you'll just whisk it up. It'll continue to cook and thicken. So we'll move that to the side so we can have some space for our burgers. And you'll want to make sure you use some nonstick cooking spray or oil your grates so that it doesn't stick. It makes it a lot easier. It'll kind of flare up the fire if you got fire going, so just be careful. And then the burgers will go on, and you'll cook it to whatever doneness you like. That sizzle, those grill marks. And I know I told you guys 6, but somehow I made 7. Oh well, now we got an extra burger to share. But they always sell it in odd bunches anyway when you buy them, so you can't buy them in a 7-pack of buns. So maybe somebody can eat it with rice, or up to you. Put that, and then last one. The other thing we can grill up is some pineapple slices. Those taste great on teriyaki. These ones only take a couple of minutes, so it'll cook faster than the burger. So just want to be careful. And that'll just go straight on. You can put it to the cooler side of the grill. When you put the grill together, you'll want to put the coals towards one side of the grill, and that'll be the hot side. And then you'll leave a cooler side on the other side, so you can move things over if you need, if they start cooking too quickly. And then the other thing you can grill as well is your bun. I like to open them up, and you can just set them on, and you can grill those up as well. And just make sure you keep an eye on the teriyaki sauce to make sure that it's going how you like it. So as you can see, it's starting to thicken up. We'll use a little bit of that when we flip it over so that we'll get that sweetness going. So it's just starting to thicken now. You want it to be really goopy, like when you scoop it and it starts to drip like that. That's the perfect consistency. Once you get those nice char marks and grill marks on there, then we can flip it over and cook it a couple of more minutes on the other side. Again, totally up to you what doneness you want it at. If you want it more well done, you'll leave it longer, just like that. Scoot that one over, flip that one. This side of the grill is a little bit cooler, so that's all you'll see, that these ones don't have that strong grill marks like these ones do. So I'll scoot that over, I think. So all the juices will start to fall, and that's where you really get the smokiness, and that's how you know it's really getting cooked through. But at this time, you can go and take some of that teriyaki sauce. It's still a little bit thin at this point, but you can grill that. You can, not grill it, brush it over, and you can see how that kind of glazes it. At the very end, we'll thicken it up and let it grill up a little bit more. But you see how it gives it that nice color. You'll want to watch your fire when it flares up like that, and just scoot the burgers over, if anything, if they're starting to touch that part. And the pineapple is on the warm side of the grill, so it doesn't have the char marks, but we can move that over. And when you grill, smoke goes into your eye and it gets like that. You'll probably smell like smoke, but you know what? That's the experience of cooking like this, right? If it's taking a little bit too long to get to the temperature you want, you can always close the top. We'll just baste it up a little bit more. I'll flip it one more time. And when you close the top down, that'll keep the heat in, so it'll cook quicker. Cooked beef, the safe minimum internal temperature of cooked beef is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So you want to make sure you get it to at least 155 before you pull it. When you pull it, it'll rise a little bit past that, so that'll be okay. So we've got a little bit more to go. We're at about 150 at this point. So I basted it one more time with the teriyaki sauce. We'll flip it over to kind of get that side to glaze up a little bit. We'll flip this one as well. Sorry, my hand. I don't ever know what to do with that other hand. It's always just kind of hanging out over there. Flip that. Add some sauce to the top. See, this side is the hot side of the grill, as you can see here. These ones got a little bit more charred than this one, so we can scoot this over just to get that final rise in temperature. We'll do one last one over the top. Close it up, and I think we got a couple more minutes and we should be good to go. As a working mom, I find myself pretty busy most days and not being able to spend as much time as I want with my kids. One thing I made a point to do at night is to cook a delicious meal for my family and sit down for a meal and spend time talking stories about how our day went. Soon enough, my kids will be too cool to hang out with mom and dad, and I want to cherish every moment while we can. As technology has made life so much easier, and I admit I use it too, we tend to get lost in time and be so disconnected. So the rule in our house is no phones at the dinner table. Okay, I think we got them to 160, or actually 155. We're gonna pull them a little bit sooner. So we'll take that off, we'll set them here, and then we'll go ahead and put one together. Now you see, they kind of shrunk more than I wanted them to, but that's okay. That one's a little bit burnt. Totally up to you what kind of fixings you wanna put on yours. We got the grilled pineapple. You can put lettuce, tomato, onions. You can grill up some onions if you want, but we've grilled up those buns. You got those nice grill lines on it. We'll go ahead and put a burger on. Let's do this one. See, the bun's a little big for this one, but that's all right. So burger, actually it's okay. And the pineapple and the bun. If you want more grilling recipes, then check out this video here. And until next time, hui hou.
Thank you for watching my mommy's video.